Hey Crownies, welcome back to another vlog. As you can see, I'm alone today. Charmie is out with her family and I decided to stay at home. It's really hot outside and I wanted to have the chance to be for myself and also to talk with you, because I had some questions about how I see the differences between German or Western culture compared to the Philippines. I have made a vlog about it already a couple times, and I explained in the last vlog, in the latest vlog, already the 5 things I admire, or the 5 things what amazed me in Filipino culture. Before you watch this vlog and you think like, oh, he's just talking about bad things in the Philippines, why he's living in the Philippines when he doesn't like the Philippines because he's just talking about bad things, you should really watch first the other part, the first part where I talk what I like in the Philippines. You can see the description, you can see the link in the description below, or you can just click this card here. You should really watch this at first before you continue watching this vlog, because like I said, if you missed watching the first part, you will think I don't like the Philippines. But why I do this vlog is I want to help Filipino and international couples to understand each other more, because I live now with Charmie almost 2 years together, and there are different cultures coming together. There is the fact that we are living differently, and I just want to try to build a bridge and connect the cultures so we all have more understanding for each other, so we learn from where the other side comes and how the other side grown up. This is a very important thing. And when we want to talk about international couples, international love, we should not avoid the fact that cultures are sometimes different, because we are raised from our parents differently. There are different mentalities each culture has, so it's for sure quite normal and natural that we have different opinions, different ways how we see the life and how we live our life. And I just want to help to connect the people with each other so there's more understanding. The first thing, it is hard to explain so Filipinos will not take it as an offensive way, but in Germany I will try to make it, I try to take the example work, okay? Germans are, or Western people, we grown up to be specialized, you know? Everything what we do, we want to do perfect, okay? Everything needs to be correct, 100%. And that's how we grown up in Germany. This is how we grown up also in other countries like in America or Australia or something. We learn to do it now 100%, and then you are free of it. You are free from work. When you build a house, build it the best way you can, and then you have less stress after, you know. And when you are, for example, a chef in a kitchen, okay, try to be the best chef in the world. Try to serve what you like to let people try, let people taste. And if you are not happy with the outcome, don't serve it, you know. This is how we Germans grown up. But my experience here in the Philippines is, and some people for sure who are living here from abroad, they have made the same experience as well, that Filipinos are more easygoing. And if you live here, the day will come, you will hear the 2 words almost every day, and these 2 words is, it's okay. And for me as a German, the answer, it's okay, is unacceptable, okay? Because in Germany, when you say, hey, you can do this better, let us try it to do this way, because then the outcome will be better. And the answer of the person is, it's okay. Then it means automatically that the person knows that the person could do it better, but she's maybe too lazy to do it, or not motivated to do it. And this doesn't exist in Germany normally, okay? When you work as a trainee in a company and your boss or your chef come to you and say, hey Andre, you can do this better, do it that way, let us try to do it this way. And then you would give the answer, it's okay. Okay is not enough in our culture, okay? And this is what I observed a couple times already, or a lot of times here in the Philippines, that when you have workers here in our home and you watch how they work, and then you go there and start talking to them and you say, hey, why you don't do it that way? Or if you do it this way, it will stay stronger. And then they say, no, it's okay. It's all okay. It holds. The question is how long it will hold. And what is if there's a typhoon? And then they always say, no, it's okay. And for me, as a foreigner, or as a German, especially as a German, I think this is one of the most exhausting or tiring things to explore here sometimes in the Philippines, that sometimes Filipinos knows that there is a way to make it better, but they are more, I would say, humble or convinced with the easier way. Okay, Filipinos always go the easiest way, even they know there could be a better way if you go a little bit longer, if you do it a little bit, invest a little bit more money, invest a little bit more time, you could make it more stable, more quality, but they always give you the answer, no, it's okay. This is something what you as a German needs to adjust. And also you as a Filipino, when you build a house together with your husband and he is exhausted or tiring or get frustrated, please have understanding for him that in his country where he grown up, everything is about perfectionist. Everything is about 100%. The second thing is I have observed is that Filipinos have in some situations less patience. And the situations I mean is discussions or communication. When you have a situation with your Filipino or with a worker or with the neighbor or something, and you want to fix things, and we in Western countries we are trained to open up and to be honest, and we talk until we find a solution. Filipinos have this characteristics, I would say, that they avoid discussions and they also avoid confrontations. And it's happened a couple of times that when you confront a Filipino, he loses his patience very fast, and then the situation explode from 1 second to the next, and then they directly give up. For an example, I have this sometimes with Charmie when we are doing something and I'm not happy with the outcome, and we start talking about it, and then there comes this, it's okay, and then I say, no, it's not okay, I want to do it that way, I want to do it right way, let us do it that right or nothing. And then it ending up that Charmie give up and say, do what you want, leave me alone, and then they lose their patience to fix the situation, and then they get frustrated, and a little bit, I would say, anger comes up. And this is something you should adjust as a German. Fixing problems is not easy when you want to do it in the way you've grown up, so you need to adjust that, finding the right words and not talking so directly that we are used to learn it from our parents in Germany. On the other side, Charmie is always amazed how me and my father talk with each other and how we fix situations, and with what kind of problems I can confront my parents and they will help me, because Charmie always say, if I would have life problems or if I would have relationship problems, I would never go to my parents and talk with them about it. This is something here in the Philippines what is different and you need to adjust. The other thing what is difficult, the number 3, and like I said again, I do not want to offend any people, but I just talk about my perspectives. And just when you are a Filipino who lives in Germany before, or you have a strong bond to the German culture, then you are be able to talk about it or to have your own opinion about it. But comparing to Germans, I need to say from my side that the word of Filipinos has not the same value than in Germany. And you can make it quite easy, like in Germany, we are never late. When we make an appointment 7 p.m., we are there at 6:55, you know. And when we say we're gonna do this, then you can be 99.9% assured that it's gonna happen the way he say it. Because in Germany we say one man, one word. And in the Philippines, I have made this experience a couple times already, and it doesn't matter if it's family or if it's friends or if it's workers, that in general, or the most people here, when they say, yeah, I will be there at 3 or I will be there at 2, no. I personally just know one Filipino, since I live here since 2 years. I just know one Filipino, and this is Charmie's brother Mark, who has this Western vibe of being on point and being reliable. When I say to Mark, can you please fix this on our boat? Or please can you be here at 2 p.m.? Then he is here. And I need to say it, so far I just know him who has this kind of attitude. And this will lead you in a Filipino international culture to a lot of problems, because it's not that we have this feeling when we are late, we are bad humans. And we have this feeling that people will judge us if you are late. But you need to forget this, because in the Philippines, when your friend says, I come at 5 p.m., and then you are waiting here 2 hours and the person is not here, and this person come inside, as a German, I expect that the person will be confronted. Why you are 2 hours late? How can you dare letting me wait? Why you are wasting my time? I'm working 8 hours, 10 hours in a day. I want to spend my free time with you and you let me wait? This is how Germans would react, you know. We would give them the feeling like, hey, what you are doing is really bad. I feel offended, okay? I feel disrespected for the fact that you let me wait. But in the Philippines, when they come 2 hours late, they sit on the table and no one cares. It's not that they start a conversation like, hey, why you are late? Why you let me wait? And the person also don't come inside and say like, hey, I'm sorry for being late. Maybe they say sorry, but it's more like how can I say it? Like an alibi, you know, they say it, but you don't have this feeling that they really mean it, because if they would mean saying sorry, they would make sure that it's not gonna happen again. But the same person next week will also let you wait again. So this sorry has not any value, because if it would have a value, it means that he says sorry because he feels sorry and he will learn from it. But in the Philippines, the culture is in that case a little bit different. This is something you need to adjust as a person, especially I talk now for the Germans, because I know that also other countries making fun of Germans because they are always on point. But in Germany we are grown to be on point because we respect the other people's time. Because in Germany most people work, and we know how high valued time is, okay? And when someone offers his free time to spend time with you, then we hated to let this person wait. Okay, but as a German, please adjust and get used to it, that being on point or promises or giving you my word is not the same like in Germany. The number 4. 4 and 5 is a little bit connected to each other, but we start with number 4. In the Philippines, money is a big, big topic. And if you are not careful and if you are not aware, it will take over your life. In Germany, the people, we are living for the fact that we are raised to be the best in your job, be the best in the quality you give, be perfectionist and be always serve good quality, and then you will attract money. We Germans are raised to understand that money is not something what is just there. This is something where you need to give efforts and a lot of discipline to be successful. And when you are successful, you will become rich, and then you have no worries anymore. But here in the Philippines, that's what I observed, is that money is more something what is there and what needs to be shared. And since I live here, I was confronted a lot of time with this speech of sharing is caring. And in the beginning, I was really asking myself like, oh, that is a nice word, sharing is caring. That sounds nice. But then with the time living here, I have realized for myself that sharing is caring, these words always come from the people who are the receivers, you know? It's like, for me, it's like a little mental forcement to let successful people share their success with the people who has no money at the moment. And we talked about it in another vlog already, that giving money as a loan to people, okay? And you're always ending up that you give money to people and they promise you, remember number 3, that they're gonna give it back to you. But once you always ask them, hey, what is with my money? What is with my money? They say, oh my God, why you are always ask for your money? You have so much money. Sharing is caring, you know. But you will observe that in a group of a family here, there are some people who are successful, motivated, have a lot of patience, discipline, giving a lot of efforts to be successful, but they will never reach this point of financially stable because they always feel forced to give this to others. And in the beginning, like I said, I saw it as a positive part, but now I realized more and more that this wording of sharing is caring has also a dark side, a sad side. And like I said, I don't want to offend people because I see a lot of times that people living in poverty here and people are poor and people have not the possibilities like people in Western countries. But I just want to explain that the money the people has in Europe or in America, it doesn't fall from heaven. It doesn't grow on a tree. They also work hard for it. They also work double shifts, and they also have sometimes, my dad, for example, when he had 3 young kids, me and my 2 sisters, he doesn't have just one job, he had 3 jobs to provide everything what we as kids needs. And when we became in the situation that we made our own money, okay, my dad was that time when we start working, my dad was 45 years old, and even we start making our own money, my dad continue working for himself. He didn't say like, now I have 2 kids who make money, now I can stop working and my kids are the one who needs to provide, because sharing is caring. This is what that's what you never hear from my dad. And I told you also in another vlog that my dad, every loan I take from my dad in the past, also in the future, he always write it down with the date I took the money. And once I come again to him, say, but Dad, can you give me money? He take the list and say, no, because I gave you money a few months ago and you didn't pay it back yet. Pay your money back and then I can give you money again. Okay, and this is in our family. So that's how my dad raised me, how to value money and to understand that money is not something what is there to share with others. This is something you need to get by yourself. And if you have not the situation that you making money, try your best to get a job. And it sounds bad what I say now, but maybe I can make another vlog about it one time. If you're really interested, let me know in the comments below so I can give you some examples. I don't want to make this vlog way too long, but there are really some examples I can give you where young, educated people here in the Philippines has the chance to make money, but they decide not to make money for any reason, okay? And I think this reason has something to do with the number 5. And this is the last point, and let's go. Work and life balance is sometimes not really in balance here. For Western people, work has a is a high part of our culture. Okay, Americans, they're living this American way, the American dream. This is something what I admire. I hear about a lot of Americans. They have this feeling that this American dream is getting lower, but the intention of the American dream was, that's what I hear or what I researched, is what I really appreciate and what I really admire is this: the American dream means that the generation 1 has the intention to make the life for the second generation, for the further generations, better. And this generation number 2, always try to make the life for the next generation better. The requirement for this is that all people try to give their best. And that is the reason why people in Germany, also in America or other parts of Europe countries, also in Australia, for them work is not just providing money, for them work is culture, okay? And sometimes I observed here in the Philippines that for Filipinos, work is more a burden, a forcement, what they need to do to survive. And I always ask Charmie's friends, like, do you like your job? And then they say, no, actually not, but I need to do it because I need to provide food for my family, or I need to make money or something. And then I always ask them, why you don't do what you like to do? And then they say, yeah, because there the money is better. And then I say, yeah, but if you want to work in a bakery, for an example, because you love making cakes, is it not better to have a little bit less money, but in the end you love what you do and you are motivated every morning to get up and you are happy to go there? And then maybe one day someone will see the quality of your work doing the best cakes, and from that moment you are able to attract money, because the people will always come and buy your cakes because they know you are making the best cakes. But you decide to be a nurse because you think as a nurse you have a better life, but you are not happy with your life as a nurse, you are not happy with your work, you feel always forced to go to work just to have 5,000 peso more in a month. I know the people will say, no, yeah, it's easy to say for you, Andre, but this is how I grown up, you know. My dad always said to me, you can live in my house until you show, as long you show me that you do something. And my dad always say, I want you to do what makes you happy. And he said, this will lead you to happiness in life and to success. And in the Philippines, this balance between life and work, it's a little bit out of balance. Because there are people in this country, girls, they have the biggest dream to be a nurse, but they have not the possibilities, they don't get the chance to be it. And then on the other side, I talk with a lot of nurses and asking them, do you like your job? And they say, no, actually I like to do cooking, or actually I would love to make nails or hairstylist. And then I always ask them, yeah, then why you don't do it? And then they say, no, because there I make more money. So this is also something with part 4. You remember this chasing money. Money is more important than being happy, but it leads you to be unhappy, unmotivated, and this will also affect the quality of the work and the quality of the system, you know. Yeah, this is also a big thing what I always observe here in the Philippines, that like I said, the combination of money, work with life, for me it is a little bit out of balance. And sometimes I wish that foreigners who are living here in the Philippines would try to inspire and motivate the people more to not to influence them, just to inspire them, to show them a little bit of the German culture. Because I have made the experience a couple of times with Charmie's cousins and Charmie's brothers already, that when they see a situation where they do not find the answers, and I give them like a tip or an advice, in the beginning they are always skeptical. And then when I say, let's try it this way, or there was a moment, Sami, Charmie's cousin, she was doing math homeworks for the school, and she was doing some calculations, and then I showed her how we do it in Germany, and then you can really see that she was so amazed and happy to see, oh, that's really easier, and it's quite easier to get to the result when you do it this way. And I did not do it in the way from up to down, I just offer her my help, you know. And I think if we are more mindful that we are living in international couples where each of them have different experience, different ways how we grown up, and we try to be open-minded and come together and learn from each other, and also willing to learn from each other, then I think it will help boost cultures to become better. And I really hope that this vlog I made now about the negative things here in the Philippines does not offend anyone. I do not want to offend anyone. It's not my intention to give the people the feeling that I think the Germans or Western people are better than the Philippines. I showed you in the latest vlog that there's also things in the Philippines I admire more and I like more than in my own country. But this is how cultures and globalization works, you know. Watching each other, accepting each other, respecting each other, and in the end, learning from each other. And yeah, that's all for this vlog, and I hope you guys liked it. If you have more questions, if you want to know more about how I see the Philippines and how I see the different cultures, let me know in the comments below. If you have questions, let me know in the comments below. Charmie and me, we really appreciate you guys, and we really appreciate the support we got. Our channel is growing and growing, and I really love this. And if you want to support us and our community to grow, please click the subscribe button, because it doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us that other people will find our vlog. and our channel. Yeah, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.